Hello and welcome to the Best Today YouTube channel. I'm Shantae Grant, creator of the Best Today Guide and owner of the Best Today brand. Today I'm going to show you how I use the Best Today Guide to plan every day, the day or night before. That's step 2 of the Best Today 3-step process. So come along with me as I show you how I use the Best Today Guide every single day to plan the next day. Let's get started.
So here we are getting ready for step 2 of the Best Today process and how I do it, planning my nighttime. I'm gonna flip this since we're just focused on this stage. I always start with my rise time. And this varies, it's usually the same, it's anywhere between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. It just depends on what's happening the next day. Typically it's 4 a.m. But if I know I have something that might require me to be up later the day before, or night before, and later just means till 9 o'clock, then I might switch. But typically it's 4 o'clock. So I'll write down the time and then I'll write down the day. So if we're gonna keep going, let's just say it's gonna be for March 29th. Is that the week I think we did in my little week preview? Yeah. Monday, March 20th, and I usually write the day of the week too. Monday. My morning routines are about the same every morning for at least for the structure of it, which is prayer, journal, reading, writing. So I usually call, like what I do when I first get up, I write quiet time. And for me, I know what that means. But for me, what that means is prayer, journaling, and reading. I don't write all those out because I know what that means, but just so you know what I mean by that. Then the next thing I do every morning is my Best Today Guide. So I just write BTG. Again, I know what that means. And what I mean by that is that's me doing the morning practice, which I'll also have a video showing you how I do the morning practice coming up. But quiet time, BTG. Now what comes next, these will usually either be I'll work for a few hours or maybe an hour, and then I go into my workout, exercise. And that's usually already determined. I've already picked the class, the workout. Remember on Monday, I'm doing a full body workout. So I'll just usually write like a full body workout. That just reminds me like what type of clothes I want to put on, what type of thing I need different, don't need, but I usually wear something different for yoga than I might for full body, that kind of thing. So that reminds me full body, then I'm doing a full body exercise. Then I usually have breakfast. Actually in here, I usually wake my daughter up too. I wake my daughter up somewhere around in here before I go to exercise, or if I exercise early, because some mornings I won't work. But if I'm gonna work, it's usually right after my Best Today Guide. Then I stop working, do my exercise, breakfast, and shower. That is usually my morning routine. Some variation of these two things usually might be interchangeable, but because I don't work every day, but I do exercise every day. Then I go over to what I'm gonna be doing for my mental and my physical health. And that really depends on what do I need in this day. For me, exercise is for my mental and emotional health. It just really helps. I can't even explain how much good it does for me. So exercise is usually one of the things. I talk to a friend, well, actually on Monday, I don't have a scheduled call with a friend, but this might be, if it was a different day, talk to whoever. Let's say that's the day I'm gonna talk to one of my friends. Talking to my friend and just having that outlet, or as needed, that's what I'm gonna do. Prayer is gonna be for that. And again, this varies based on what I think I might need for the day. This is kind of me doing a fictional day. But it really does depend. But this is where I get to be intentional and tuned in to what I need, right? So being tuned into what you know you're gonna need in that day or where you are right now, and putting that down, whatever it might be. And it can be different things for you. But for me, exercise is almost always right here up on this list. Prayer. And then, another one that I put often is go to bed on time, getting my rest, bed on time, and getting my sleep. And then having a quiet 30 minutes of reading before bed. Before bed is another thing that I do. I've been doing a bubble bath. And again, I don't do all of these every day. I'm just showing you some of the things that I put each day. I've been doing bubble baths before bed, and that has been just a time, and that's really kind of a part of that quiet 30 minutes before bed. Screens off by 8 o'clock. That might be one that I do on a day where I feel like I need that, or I know it's a day that I'm heavy on screen, on Instagram, doing a live, that kind of thing. So these are just examples. I do not usually write all this stuff in one day, but some days I might, because I might need all those things. And I know those are the things that are going to help me. Your job is to figure out what's going to help you. Okay. Because it's my best today and it's your best today. Physical health, always with the water. As a matter of fact, let's take a water break right now. Shall we? You too. Drink you some water. Water is usually when I write down here. Believe it or not, I have had to write this down, eat 3 meals, because I have been there before where I'm working so much and I'm so excited about what I'm doing that I just keep going. I'm like, oh man, did I just work through lunch? And then I eat a late lunch, which then makes me not hungry around dinner time, and it just all goes to pits. So eat 3 meals, Shantae. Eat 3 meals on time. Even I might write that like on time. And that might mean setting an alarm or writing that down here. And when I get into the results and outcomes, but that's one that I typically write also under my physical health. And also getting sleep. I might write that again. Sleep, going to bed on time. So then I say, okay, well, what do I have coming up tomorrow? A typical Monday is probably not, for me, is pretty empty because that's a non-work day and that's my easing into the week, day of the week. But let's come up with some things. It's not a work day, so it's a little different. But we're going to pretend this is a work day just so I can show you, because that's when I usually have more things written down. I'll show you some of the things I might write down on a Monday too. So like on a Monday when I'm not working, one of the things that I might want to do is, wash a load of our sheets, right? So what I will write is wash, dry, and fold, right? Because that's the outcome. Bedding. Now, the reason I wrote wash, dry, and fold and not just laundry is because what does that mean? Like that, what I actually want is to make sure not I just wash it, not that dry, but actually fold and put away my bedding. And I have done this because it's something different when I see this versus just laundry or washed bedding. I'm like, well, I washed the bedding, but I never got around to drying it and folding it and putting it up. And that's when it starts to snowball, right? I do one load Monday through Friday so that I don't have to do any over the weekend. And it takes that long to, put the bedding back on the bed or fold it up and put it up. So quick. So I put all of those things because that's all the things that I really do want to do. So that might be something that I would put on a Tuesday. If it was a work day, let's say that we're saying that this is a week that I need to edit 10 videos for YouTube. Then I might say edit, and then I'll give the title. So we'll say BTG preview week video fully, like meaning it's completely ready. And then I might write, okay, and then send title. Maybe I'll send the title, although chances are I would have done this before, but this is for example, send title of YouTube videos to my graphic designer, right? So I'm going to send that to her so she'll have the titles. Something else that might come on here, trying to think of other things that I might do on a non-work day, like a Monday. Usually I want to at least go over, so we'll do 30 minutes of reading with Liam. That's my son. With Liam, and give Zoe 30 minutes of undivided screen time. And so I don't just put like time with Zoe. I know does this mean all I'm gonna do is see my children for 30 minutes? No, but I wanna make sure I have given each of them individually time where they have screen-free time with me. They're getting all my attention. And so I write that down so I can be very clear on what it is I want to do and make this straight for you. So 30 minutes of reading time, that looks like reading with Liam, and 30 minutes of undivided screen time with Zoe. And usually that's doing whatever it is that she wants to do. So yeah, and then I always end with making sure that I plan Tuesday. So I write down plan the next day. If there are orders that need to be fulfilled, that is printing labels, things like that. But yeah, this is just an example of just showing you, writing out the results and outcomes that I need for the day. And then saying, okay, of all of these things, which one do I need to make sure by the end of the day I will have done? So if it's a Monday, non-work day, it's probably going to be something like wash and dry and make sure I put up the bedding. If it's a work day, I'm going to make sure that I have sent over the title. So I put one of those up here. So since we pretended this is going to be for a Monday, let's say that would be, so by the end of the day, I will have put away bedding, clean bedding. So I know I need to do that if I don't do anything else in that day. If this were a work day, I would say, okay, maybe the thing I need to do is make sure I have edited the BTG preview window, like video, made that here. Now what I do over here varies, but I'm gonna tell you a lot of people use it for a lot of things. I've seen women say they use this for, they let their children draw in this section. That's like gives them a piece of the ownership for the day. They write down things that are pertaining to their children over here. I've seen people say this is where they put their dinner. This is where they put their evening routine. This is where some people put gratitude for the day. Some people use this as writing a highlight of the day. So make this your own. Make this your own, whatever you need or you would like. But I am going to usually write what we have for dinner. What I actually do is, and that's at 5:30. And I kind of write out our evening routine. I usually put 5 o'clock first. So I put 5 o'clock, that's when my daughter goes off and gets ready for, do her nighttime things. And then she comes back down for dinner. We have dinner as a family, and then I'll write down what dinner is gonna be. Let's say it's gonna be, wings and salad. And then I'll write, okay, and then at 6:30, we're gonna go upstairs, transition upstairs and get ready for reading time. And then 7:15, I'm gonna do my bath, which I love having like in the night. And then I'm gonna say, okay, by 8 o'clock, I'm in bed reading, no screens. So I kind of write out what my evening will look like. So I might write that out for like, this is kind of how the day looks, because for a work day, usually for me ends at 3 o'clock, we go on our walk. Sometimes I'll write that down, but usually it's so much of a routine, I don't even have to write it down. 3 o'clock, work ends, we go for our walk, we come back in, we play for a little bit. And again, this depends on the season. Is it summer, is school in? Right now, our schedule during the school year is based around school. So that's how I preview my day. And so when I wake up, I know what time I'm gonna wake up. I know when I wake up, I'm gonna have my quiet time. I'm gonna do my best today guide. I'm gonna do a little bit of work. And usually what I'll do, if I put work here, I'll designate which of these things that are down here is gonna be for the morning. I'll put a little M by it, which means do that work in the morning. So in the morning, I'm gonna send the titles over. And then that lets me know everything else is to do during the actual work hour. I'm gonna get my workout in, I'm gonna eat breakfast, I'm gonna shower, and then I'm gonna start down here and my results or outcome. And I'm gonna make sure by the end of the day, I have at least done this thing and that I've included these things, they have space in my day. Because you notice how I put bubble bath. You can see the things that I said I was gonna do for my mental, emotional health, my physical health. You can see how they're incorporated throughout the Best Today guide. I'm gonna tell you one thing I do, well, this really relates to when we get over here, but I review this. If I do this, sometimes I'll do this right around 2:30. If work ends at 3, I'll stop at 2:30 and I'll go in and plan the next day. But before I go to bed, I come in and I do review this one more time. So that I'm like, okay, this is what's happening tomorrow. Just one last look of knowing what's happening tomorrow. I was gonna say something about the water, I thought, but it has escaped me. Oh, I know. And I was gonna say, when you find yourself wanting to reach for your phone, reach for your Best Today guide instead. And that's really relates to over here, because I'm gonna tell you that in the next video. I'll use that time like, oh, I want to reach for that. No, let me remind myself what my best looks like today. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We're still talking about this, planning your day every night the day before. But this is kind of what it looks like for me. Starting with my bedtime, the date, morning routine, what I'm gonna do, and making sure I'm incorporating those. And you'll see that, right? You can see the things tracked as a part of my day. And now I'm just set up to win the day, to start strong, to end strong with what matters most to me. And there's space in here, because you notice it's not a ton, that if something happened or something needed to be added, there's space. And so that is how I plan every day, the day or night before. Sometimes I do it around in the daytime around 2:30, and sometimes I do it in the evening, and that's usually somewhere in here in this 8 o'clock time, for somewhere between 7:15 and 8. Sometimes when we're in reading time, I'm doing my Best Today guide while they're reading. It varies. So again, there is no one way to do it. I do it multiple ways depending on, again, what time allows and what's going on. But it's that simple to plan every day the night before.
So there you have it. That is how I use the Best Today guide to plan every day the night or the day before. Step 2 of the Best Today guide, 3-step process. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to try the Best Today guide, if you want to learn how to plan your days with intention, you can order your Best Today guide right now at besttodayguide.com. Remember that every order comes with your first month free in our membership. And so you can go to besttodayguide.com right now, or continue to watching the videos that we have to help you understand more about the Best Today guide and why we teach intentionality as the way to create the life that you want and to be your best one today at a time. Again, that's besttodayguide.com, or keep watching below for more videos. Hey, have you downloaded the Best Today Planning Manual? Inside, I'm teaching you how to think differently about planning, what planning is and what it is not, and the crucial thing that stands in the way between you and having effective planning, particularly when it comes to planning your day. In fact, I give you a checklist for exactly how to plan out your day every single day so that you can be proactive and intentional with your time. You can download it right now for free at besttodayguide.com/plan. That's besttodayguide.com/plan, which I've also linked below. Get yours today at besttodayguide.com/plan, the Best Today Planning Manual.